Hello, hello, blessed people. How are you? I hope all is well. Per usual, you know how I do, sending many, many blessings your way on this day that I am so excited for. I am coming at you today, and I put in my IG stories in full Queen of Wands energy. And I am dressed in the Queen of Wands energy, kind of pulling in that archetypal energy, something that I've been learning a lot about in the North Node, Holisticism's special little coven of intuitive business entrepreneurs. And we've really been talking about embodying archetypes. And the archetypes that I have been working on is the Queen of Wands archetype. Little bit of background. When I first started on working on my solar plexus, I felt like I needed, in the chakra system, it's your roots, your sacral, your solar plexus. I felt like I really needed to focus on my solar plexus to get my healing medicine out there in the world in terms of Zen Wellness Space. And so I did a tarot spread on my solar plexus, and they asked us to pick our signature card that represented your solar plexus. And what I chose was the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is like the queen that does it all. She's passionate. If you know Wands, it's like that fiery energy. It a lot of times relates to like works and like doing things wands. And so the Queen of Wands really kind of like, she's like the mom that does it all, the mom joint, right? The mom joint. And that's why I'm wearing this shirt today. She is the mother. She's an entrepreneur. She cleans. She does everything. And she takes care of herself as well. So I crowned myself today. And I decided to come at you today with a Queen of Wands energy. As I have a special announcement that I'm so excited to share with you all. Go ahead and close this window. Oh my gosh. Y'all, like I can't make this. I'm so excited, and I got right into it because I pulled some cards right before this, and it's just everything. My guides gave me everything that I needed. And as I was closing the door, again, I said I was working on my Queen of Wands solar plexus, and I pulled this card, and I have this card as a reminder right below my affirmation that I am a confident, and let me just say this right now, I am a confident, intuitive entrepreneur who is highly motivated and focused on getting my healing medicine out into the world to those who need it the most. I welcome joy and pleasure to help ground me to the task at hand. So that is the Queen of Wands energy, or Queen of Staffs, in the Akamara tarot deck here. So I just love all the synchronicity here. I just love it. I just love it. I just love it. So before I get into my announcement, do you guys want to see the cards that I pulled? Because I think it's just perfect for what I am going to announce today. And I'm so excited for. And as I'm looking to my right, I did bring this picture down because I have been pregnant, y'all. Not right now. Please. I know a lot of people are waiting for that second baby. I don't know if it's ever going to come, but not pregnant right now. But when I was pregnant, the last time I put this crown on my head, I was pregnant. And I'm currently like 4 years pregnant and finally birthed my baby into this world. But the last time I wore this, it was at my baby shower when I was pregnant with my daughter, Peace. And so I just had this picture as a reminder here. And that's just so beautiful because that's where the journey really, really started, was before I became a mother. And through my motherhood and from, as somebody said, that you kind of find wellness from your lowest point. And I was at my lowest point. That's when I found wellness. And then Zen Wellness Space was created. But again, focus at the task at hand, sharing a little bit about the cards that I pulled, because I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet. Y'all know I can talk, so I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet. This is during my lunch break, so I'm still at work, so I got to get back to work. But the first card that I pulled, I asked Spirit, I said, what archetype? I already know that I'm embodying the Queen of Wands archetype, right? What archetype could I embody and can I share with the collective? Like, what's the message that, you kind of want me to relay with this, with my announcement today? And I pulled the heart archetype. So as you can see, there's like this, I don't know, what do they call that? Briars, bushes, or whatever, surrounding the boat, and they're at sea, and there's like a little gem at the center of it. And so listen to this. The heart, the home, the center, the throne. It is possible from the imaginal point of view to sense the heart as a place. Either we are there within the realm of expansion or compassion, or we have drifted somewhere else. There is no in between. It is common for us to leave this archetypal center without realizing it, as the world, with its seductive twists and turns, offers us frequent departure. We may become a stranger to the landscape of the heart, leaving it vacant for long stretches of time. The seat at the heart is often reclaimed by nature, music, dance, the presence of children or animals. This card encourages us to move past the layers of life that entangles the knots and enter the wild and sacred center of self. The most precious throne in the galaxy is awaiting your return. And that's the perfect card. Why? Because that's what Zen Wellness Space is all about. Getting back into the heart, into yourself, into your center, intuitively realizing and recognizing your own powers that you have within yourself. Because I had to learn that for myself. And the goal of Zen Wellness Space, why Zen Wellness Space was born or conceived 4 years ago. Again, I'm just now birthing this baby. But 4 years ago, it was conceived because I was like going through postpartum depression. I was in a very dark space. I didn't know myself. I was living for everybody else, not living for myself. And it wasn't until I found wellness and looked around and didn't find many people like me. And I was like, hey, I know there are a lot of people out there like me. I need to create my own seat at this wellness table. And I need to make sure that I'm incorporating like all communities, especially the marginalized communities that are often left out of the wellness conversation. I really wanted to make sure that I created a safe space, a safe Zen wellness space for those in marginalized communities or that want to explore wellness. And while on this journey, I found out through the exploration and implementation of different wellness tools and tapping into them intuitively, again, checking in with myself, checking in with that heart center, is when I truly started to feel and be well. And I'm just sharing this journey along with you all. In the light, it's expansive, knowing, gentle clarity. In the dark, it's fraught, tangled, and betrayed. So getting out of that dark space and stepping into the light, I'm hoping to do that through Zen Wellness Space. And I guess I could just go ahead and come along with it now. My special announcement is that my website is live. I'm so excited, y'all. It's been 4 years coming. Again, this baby was conceived 4 years ago. 4 years ago in 2018, the day after my daughter's second birthday, I realized that it was time for me to do something for me, not for anybody else, but to do something for me, myself, and I. And that's when Zen Wellness Space was born. And I've been blogging on my Instagram for about 4 years now, but still hiding behind Instagram, knowing that there was only a certain amount of followers that knew what was going on and knew what I was doing. And I was okay with that for 4 years. But now that I finally crowned myself, stepping into that Queen of Wands, Queen of Staff energy, I finally feel empowered to share and put my healing medicine out into the world. The most precious thorn in the galaxy, the most precious throne in the galaxy is awaiting your return. So I'm stepping in that throne right now and finally sharing Zen Wellness Space with the world. So you can visit, if you want to learn more, zenwellnessspace.com. Sign up for my newsletter. Keep updated with me there. And yeah, that's my announcement. And I also pulled an energy card reading to see what the general energy needed to be around this IG live, because when I get nervous, I like to, look at symbolism, pull cards. I always try to find the magic in the mundane. So a way for me to do that is through tarot. It's one of my favorite modalities. And when asking spirit, what energy do I need to convey during this IG live, and to announce that Zen Wellness Space website is officially live, the card that came out was Caring Connection, #prompos, as Amanda would say, my co-host of the Transformative Circle podcast. If you haven't checked that out, where all podcasts are found, the Transformative Circle podcast. But this is kind of like, we did a tarot spread for it. We did a incarnation cross for it, and this was one of the cards that popped out, Caring Connection. So we always say #prompos. But let me read this because, again, of course, it just falls in line. Caring Connection, a friendship, partnership of two possible love. This card shows a couple in a tender embrace with a woman holding a blossom of new love. Like community card, this reveals a caring connection, but usually between two people. This card upright signals a new beginning, or depending of a kindred spirit friendship, or even an appearance of new love. It can signify a formal business partnership. When this card appears, it can look out for new connections presenting themselves. The relationship you already share may be becoming more intimate and purposeful or present at this time. Notice the opportunities to forge new and deeper bonds. There may be a tender karmic connection at hand. And that's it. This is the energy. This is Spirit's affirmation saying that I am cultivating a caring connection with you all through Zen Wellness Space. I have so much planned for Zen Wellness Space, not only with my newsletter that you can sign up for in there. I'm going to be coming out with a workshop that I cannot wait this month. So if you want to get the 411 on that, make sure you sign up for the newsletter, as well as a bigger workshop in October. So I'm so excited to share that with you all. So you have to stay tuned to see what's in store. But that is the caring connection that I'm hoping to cultivate with you all, to create some type of relationship, to create some type of bond, so that I can, your Zen Wellness Mama, help empower you towards your journey of intuitive wellness, of living and feeling well and being well. That's my goal. When I thought of the kind of archetype of the Zen Wellness Mama, I really envisioned Whitney Houston and Cinderella, like giving you all the tools that you need to be the belle of the ball, to go out and live a life of truly being and feeling well from an intuitive space, knowing that I didn't do it. I wasn't the one telling you what to do in your ear to get that prince, to be and feel well. She had to do that within herself. I'm just giving you the tools, the resources, the tools. Like, I love tools. I love resources. So that's what I'm giving. That's what I'm sharing with you all today. A little bit more, if you want to hear, I did some fun, again, the magic in the mundane. I did some fun kind of playing around with this archetype of Zen Wellness Space. So this website actually went live September 9th, 2021 at 6:40 a.m. And Zen Wellness Space, the website, because Zen Wellness Space, like the idea, has its own different type of. I pull the charts, the astrology charts for different projects and things. I learned this from Holisticism, so shout out to the head witch in charge, Michelle, for that. But I pull the human design chart as well as the astrology chart just to get a little bit more background information and to see if there's anything that I need to know. So if you guys want to hear what came up for the website, it's so cool. It's so cool and it's so on point. So the website is a manifesting generator, and it feels more energized when they're exploring multiple avenues, permission to be the jack of all trades. So per manifesting generator, Zen Wellness Space is also manifesting generator, as well as myself, your Zen Wellness Godmama. So we're all manifesting generators. Love to dibble dabble and explore in all the things, right? So we're exploring in all of the things. The strategy is to respond. So to allow opportunities to come and wait till it feels good in the gut before moving forward. So when you're coming to Zen Wellness Space, if something, if something resonates with you, really, and from a felt sense, if some making those sounds, we're gonna get to that in our authority. But to respond, if something really resonates with you from in your gut, tap into it, click on that button, connect with me, because maybe that's how you can respond. But of course, obviously, take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. Tap within your own personal strategy, right? Your own personal human design strategy. Is it to respond? Is it to initiate? What is that for you? And then the authority is that sacral. So it gives you clear cut decisions based on your excitement levels. So that's where the sounds come in. So that's interesting. Tap into that. So that's just a little bit about the human design. And now to the fun part, the astrology. So the sun is a Virgo. Happy Virgo season. Virgo moon and rising here. So the sun is a Virgo in the first house. So the Virgo being that analytical style in the first house of, so being analytical with how, with our vitality and our appearance, right? The moon is in Libra, coming with that justice oriented style in the second house of one's assets, resources, and livelihood. So again, coming from that justice, oriented style, because you already know I'm an advocate. You already know I'm all about dismantling, decolonizing, all of that shit. So coming at it with that in terms of your livelihood. And the rising sign is a Virgo, again. So just in the Cancer, in the 11th house is my Venus is in Cancer, or the website's Venus is in Cancer in the 11th house. So thinking about how I care and the emotions is with friends, family, partnerships. This right here, this is how I'm showing my love, how I'm presenting my love to the collective. So I really hope that you guys tap in. Let me know what you think. I think I lost connection. I hope I'm back. It's very new. So very excited to hear feedback on what you think. And yeah, stay tuned. Some good things coming down the pipeline. So per usual, you already know I like to leave the collective, always like to leave the collective with a little bonus, with a little something. So I am going to pull from the Stress Reductions Essential Kit, one of my favorite new decks that I got. Let's see what came up. Aww, community of friends. Social support is crucial in maintaining good mental health. Positive social networks and to enhance resilience. Your community helps you prevent sensations of loneliness, increase happiness, improve self-confidence, and encourage you to be your best self. I love this already. Whom you choose to surround yourself has a large impact on the way you view yourself in the future. So some self-care practices: make a list of friends who make you smile. If you feel stressed or uneasy, visit one of those friends for a drink, for a walk, or a chat. Go to a social event, start a new hobby with a friend, such as dance or yoga. Your community is one of your greatest resources. Your community is one of your greatest resources. That's exactly what I hope to create with the Zen Wellness Space, a community of like-minded people on a journey towards intuitive wellness. So, community of friends, connect with those community of friends. I hope that I can be one of your community of friends. I hope we can create a prom post together. I hope we can create that caring connection so that you are able to go back into your home, into your heart center, and find all of the gifts and the treasures that lie within you. So that's all I have today. Go visit zenwellnessspace.com, and I will see you on the internet streets and see how you can embody the Queen of Wands energy today. How can you unite yourself with a little bit of that Queen of Wands energy today? Okay? Much love, many blessings. Until the next time.